Hi, this is Superintendent Rob Glass with another weekly update, and today I have something a little different for you. Rather than me delivering the information, I've invited Adam Scher, principal of Way Elementary, to talk to you about a special guest we have.
And I'd like everybody to meet Ron Ritchart. Ron is a friend of mine out of Project Zero, Harvard University, probably the oldest think tank in America. And Ron, you've spent the last 2 days in the district, and just wanted to ask you a couple of questions. First one seems silly, but believe it or not, thinking is not part of the curriculum in the state of Michigan. So tell me why thinking is important.
Well, we often say that learning is a product of thinking, and so we want kids obviously to learn, and so therefore we want them to think as a part of that. And we recognize more and more that the kinds of jobs that our kids are preparing for in the future many times haven't even been invented yet. So we're really trying to prepare kids for the future. We know that businesses want people who can think, people who can take on new situations, solve problems.
So when engaged in a culture of thinking, how does a building start looking differently?
Well, traditionally when we think about education, when we think about teaching and learning, we put a lot of emphasis on the curriculum and we put a lot of emphasis on instruction. But it's important to realize that learning happens in a classroom, happens in a culture. And so as people begin to kind of pay attention to, well, what is the culture of their classroom? What is the culture of this school? And are we here kind of promoting thinking? Are we creating the kinds of habits of mind, the kind of dispositions that we really want for students in the long term?
So then ultimately, what kind of changes are you seeing with students and with staff members that you work with?
Well, I really see three kind of big goals. That as we're promoting thinking, it very much connects to the idea of developing understanding, developing independence, so students become much more independent learners, and engagement. And that's where we get a lot of our big results, is that when students are more engaged, we also find that they learn quite a bit more.
Well, thank you for taking a couple minutes.
Okay.
Loved working with you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. How's that?